Hi friends, have you ever heard about cause and effect theory? What is cause and effect theory? See, whenever you see smoke, what do you think? There might be fire behind it. You may not be able to see fire, but whenever you see smoke, you can guess there might be fire behind it. This is called cause and effect theory. Effect is smoke, fire is the cause. Let us discuss some important aspects in the light of spirituality. See, whenever we see the sun, the moon at regular intervals of time, what should we think? We have to think there might be some cause behind it. That cause is none other than God. So we may not be able to believe all these things, but you see, a puppet show, you might have heard about puppets. These are just like inanimate objects, they don't have life and all. There is someone behind it, makes the puppets move, dance, talk, and all these aspects are done. But we can't see that man who is moving those puppets. It is just like that. So, puppet show is the effect, the cause is the man who is playing those puppets. Similarly, whenever we see the sun, the moon at regular intervals of time, whenever we are talking about the earth rotates on its axis and revolves around the sun, we have to think there might be some cause behind it. That cause is none other than God Himself. If you take various aspects in nature, every aspect in nature exhibits some variation, some uniqueness. Birds look different, animals look different, and aquatic beings look different, and we human beings look different. We find difference and we find uniqueness in every aspect in nature. If you take the body itself, see in all internal organs of the body, if we talk about the internal organs of the body, who are controlling those internal organs of the body? See, your brain is functioning, your heart is functioning, your kidneys are functioning, and all these are performing their own duties. How are they doing their duties? You are not giving instructions from outside. Something else is there within ourselves giving instructions. That something else is called soul. Normally, we see people saying he has computer brain. What is computer brain? It is really true. Our brain is just like computer. But actually, this computer is created by God Himself, right? We are created by God, and computer is creator's creation. God has created man, and man has created computer or invented computer. So our brain can be compared to a computer. It stores all data within itself. In this brain, a very big communication system is there. It transmits all messages to all parts of the body, and because of that, if brain functions well, then a person can perform all activities within himself. Within himself means we don't have any remote, but somebody else, something else is there within ourselves, and that has good remote control, and it controls all the internal parts of the body, and that is called, that something is called soul. It is not seen, it is not visible, but that something is not there within ourselves, we can't live. Just I told you, no, like a person who is sleeping and who is dead. If you say a person is dead, his body is still, right? There won't be, if a person is sleeping, we can find movement in the body. But if a person dies, we don't find any movement in the body. That means it becomes still. It's like puppet only. So something goes out. What is that something which goes out, which is not seen to our eyes, is Atma, our soul. Now let us talk about abstract qualities and concrete qualities. Sometimes we say, my mind is upset, I am not happy. Sometimes we say, I am very happy. Why do we say, or what are these called? These are just our feelings, right? I am happy. If you say it is your feeling. If you say I am sad, I am upset, I am disappointed, so I am frustrated. If you say such words, these are all abstract qualities which can't be seen, only experienced. So these qualities are related to brain, which is seen. Brain is seen, but mind is not seen. So our mind is upset, our mind wanders somewhere, we use such 10 words. So here mind is not seen, but brain is seen. So, and it generates some thoughts and all, and in our brain we have thoughts. Even thoughts can't be seen, it is experienced. So that is what is known as intellect. So a feeling, all feelings like happiness, suppose if you see a beautiful flower and all, you appreciate the beauty of the flower, and you say, I am very happy to see the flowers and all, I am very happy to see the birds flying. These all are feelings. Feelings are related to mind. But based on the feelings and all, suppose if you make some decisions and all, and analyze it and decide, then it is called intellect. That is what is known as buddhi. So our philosophy says, just like changing our clothes, we take birth and rebirth by taking different bodies. If soul departs from the body, then it is death. And if the soul takes another body, then it is called birth. Is it possible to control our mind and thoughts? Our great saints say, by performing yoga and meditation, one can control one's mind. See friends, if you come to our grammar aspect, the whole narration is in present tense. Why did we use present tense here? Because we are talking about universal truth. We were talking about stars, moon, sun, God, body structure, all the internal parts of the body, and we are talking everything, facts as well as universal aspects. Whenever we talk about universal aspects, we have to use present tense. Once again, if you did not understand, once again you just listen to it, then you can understand. So present tense is used for universal truth. If we take some aspects which are used, let us take some 4 sentences here. The earth and the moon appear at regular intervals of time. In this sentence, we have verb. Where is the verb? What is the verb? Appear is the verb. So it is in present tense. And one more thing is agreement of subject with verb. Here we are talking about the earth and moon together. So it's plural. We have to consider it as plural. So verb doesn't take S. Right? Now come to the second sentence. The earth rotates and revolves around the sun. That sentence also we used. So here we are talking about the earth rotates and revolves. These are the two verbs which we used. And these two verbs are used in present tense, and we added S to the verb. In both the verbs we used yes, because the earth, we are talking about the earth as a whole. So it should be considered as singular, and we need to add S, third person singular. So we need to add S to it. Read the third sentence now. Our brain is just like a computer. Here, this sentence is also in present tense. Fourth sentence, we have good communication system within ourselves. We didn't use the word had, we used the word have. We have good communication system within ourselves. So, even in third sentence, our brain was just like computer. We didn't say that. Our brain is just like a computer. So, that sentence is in present tense and fourth sentence is in present tense. By this you can understand whenever we talk about universal aspects, we need to use present tense. Even taking birth and rebirth is also cyclic process. It's universal truth. There also we used present tense. So you only find out where else we used present tense. Thus, in this video, we are using application of our knowledge in tenses, that is present tense.